Hi guys, in the previous video we saw all those files and folder structure of the newly created React app. In that video I explained like how React only interacts with this div that will have a ID root, and this is the only HTML page that being served in the browser. To understand this concept, what I thought like let's create a plain HTML and let's do that in the plain JavaScript so that we will have a better grasp on the concept how React work. So to do that, let's create an empty folder like in test. Okay, and let's open terminal in it. Okay, so let's have like okay, so yeah, better. So let's create an index.html. Okay, so let's use that emit of HTML5 and let's create the exact div with ID root. I'll just copy that and let's paste it here. Okay, so let's save it and just open it with the live server. Okay. So here it is, a blank HTML page. Let's inspect the page and we'll see that it had a body with div root. Okay, so let's create a button and try to do what React is doing. So I'm creating a button. Okay, and let's say create the script that will okay, so say okay, I'll create a separate script for it. So maybe let's create the file first, script.js, and let's put a link to that script and src equal to script.js. Okay, so in script.js, okay, let's okay, nothing till now. So let's give this button a name and click to add the div. Okay, div. So yeah, so click that to div. Let's give it a zoom. Okay, yeah, so this is this button will imitate the action of the React. Okay, so on this click of the button I want to call a function. So on click, suppose add div, this is a function and I will pass the ID. So the ID is root. Okay, and okay, this is it. So let's create this add div in here. So let's create a function div, and suppose this is the ID. And for here let's write all our codes. Okay, so first what I want to do, like I want to capture that root div just exactly how it is done in the index.js of React. So in index.js it is getting this root div by document.get element by ID. So I'm doing the same thing here. So here I will create, let root div equal to document dot create element with id. Okay, sorry, get element by id, not create element. We already have that element, right? So get element by id and id. So this root div will hold that element with id root. Okay, okay. So then okay, let's see this thing actually work or not. Let us have a console log on here, console log, and I want to see the id is coming or not. This is pretty basic, and obviously it's already reload. Yeah, we are getting the, okay, maybe you will see this. Okay, no, maybe let's zoom. Yeah, so the root is getting here. Okay, okay, so let's omit this. Okay, we'll move forward with, let's create an element. Okay, so let's create a div, and that will be with a document dot create element div. Okay, and then I'll append a class to, like, just to have a basic uh, basic CSS to it. So I'm adding a class by div class list dot add. Let's have a simple class, like just a simple class. Okay, so okay, so we should create the style.css here. Style.css, and let's create this simple class. Simple. So in simple class, let's have a background color first. Background color, suppose I am giving it a green. So green, yeah. And then I will have a width. Let's width is what, like 500 pixel, no, 400 pixel. Okay, 400 pixel, and height is, suppose, yeah, 200, not 200. Let's height have 200 pixel. Okay, let's do this first. Okay, so now we have a like, we are adding a, creating a div that will have a class of simple, and the simple will hold this style, and then we are will just append that into that div. So if I do like root div dot append div, simple div. Okay, let's test this. Let's this thing actually work or not. So is it saved? Let's save it, and okay, so that thing is what we did wrong. Div simple. Okay, so why that div root, maybe append child, yeah. Yeah, but the style is not coming. Oh, we did a we did a mistake. We are actually not calling this style.css. Okay, so let's add that. Let's add that. I'll equal the style sheet. Okay, so okay, link dot array, oh, style sheet, then add href2 dot slash style dot css type text css. Yeah, now this thing should work. So now if you click to add this div, then this thing is being added. Okay, so we are suppose we inspect that, we'll have the all those css also. Okay, okay, let's zoom it in. Yeah, so we are getting a simple div and we are getting all those styles also. Okay, okay, cool. So next, what to do, let's do another input into that div we created. So let's go through the process again. So suppose we are having a let input and create element input. Okay, so now div dot, not div, it should be like so maybe we can create a style for the input class, or just input dot class list dot add maybe input class. Okay, so create element, then we are will append that to div, not to root div, the div we created, that's that one with the class with symbol. Okay, so append child and the input. Yeah, that seems correct. So let's just finalize this and create a style for this one, this input class. So okay, so for this let's just put a padding and margin, so that padding of 20 px maybe, and oh, this is the wrong thing with intelligence. Okay, next margin, maybe margin top will be, yeah, maybe 30 px. Okay, so now if we do not actually load, just need to confirm. Yeah, we'll have input. Okay, if we inspect this one, then we have an input class, and the input class will be padding and margin also. So this is the exact same thing actually we are doing. So whenever we are writing any code, any app.js file, it is just injecting that entire thing into this div.root, div with a id root. Okay, so I will add all those codes in my GitHub repo. I'll put a link in the description. So basically I created a repo for all those code for this series, like complete react to the beginner to advanced series. And whenever I code in here in the video, I'll put that in the part wise, so you guys can can have a look at it. Okay, yeah, okay, that's it guys. So in the next video I will tell you how to change the environment port like the port. Normally the React starts with the 3000 port, so I'll change that. So there is a 2 to 3 ways how to do it. I will explain that in the next video. So that's it, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.